Well, it is reminiscent of Bass Pro Shop back here,
Yeah.
I'll say.
It's a little smaller, but yeah.
Yeah, a little smaller, but just as much variety of wildlife on the wall, I think.
Yeah, I probably be one to venture, probably the variety is probably a lot more than you would see at a Bass Pro or something else. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Good morning. Welcome to Mills County Roots. I'm Carleen Hall. I am here with Kyle Nakamoto. Thank you for joining me today, Kyle. We are in the back room, the party room here at the Lake Ohana. What's the name of the?
Backroom Lounge here at Lake Ohana. It's the bar restaurant area, and Lake Ohana is the convenience store up front there. So
Yeah. So we're right here at, was this 230th and
Barris, 230th and Barris. Yep.
yeah, very nice convenience store. There's even a place to sit down and have coffee in there, and then of course the bar restaurant in the back, and there's a lot of things to talk about today. But I want to start out talking about what brought the Nakamoto family to Southwest Iowa.
My family moved here from Hawaii for school. I was born in Omaha. My sister and I both moved into Glenwood in '98. Kind of was always a dream to get out of the city for my parents, so they did. My mom still works up in Omaha for Creighton University, or CHI Health Center now, I should say. And my father's been a serial entrepreneur since almost as long as I can remember. So.
Yeah, right. So if you've heard about the Lake Ohana development, Craig, who's your father, was instrumental in getting that started as he bought a couple of farms down here, right?
Yep, 01-ish, yep, right around the 2000s time. Kind of started developing home lots 03, 04 until today. About a year ago is when he sold his last house lot, so he's kind of completed this project and kind of on to the next thing. But right now, I'm not sure what he knows what the next thing is. Just kind of running as it goes, as he always has been. So
nice, very nice. Yeah, very energetic. Very energetic, and like you said, entrepreneurial.
Yep.
So definitely a great contribution to the economy of the community in Mills County.
Yeah, I'd say so. Out here, I think he's added a little north of 125 homes. Large family houses. Brings a pretty good tax base here to the county. A lot more kids added to the Glenwood School District, which is huge.
Yeah.
So that helps all around.
It does. It does. That's wonderful. So we're glad you came. I know when I first, I lived here for years and moved away, and I moved back in '06. And I talked to your dad a little bit, and I not shamelessly, very proudly connect myself to this in the fact that I had spoken to your dad way back in 2006, working for another organization in media. So yeah, that was fun to kind of watch all of this happen over the years and see it develop. So
Blink of an eye, there went 20 years.
Right? You blink an eye and there went 20 years. That's exactly right. Well, so now what you have going on, like we talked, you have the convenience store up front, you have gas, groceries, all convenience store items, hot
full
food,
deli
cold
menu.
food, full deli menu. That's a great thing right here. And you're kind of in a service desert right here, right?
Correct.
So this is a great spot. Right off of 275, you turn on Burris in just a short ways right down here.
Yep, not too far, from the Google project that's happening down the hill. Plus you have the couple of wedding halls that are really close, Belterre and the fountains right here. Kind of help service that quite a bit because a lot of people from Omaha, Council Bluffs that get married around here have no idea we're even here. But you have to pass us on the way, so it does help.
Yeah, right. Well, let's talk about the words Lake Ohana. We know from Lilo and Stitch pretty commonly that Ohana means family.
Yep, so mom and dad are both Japanese Hawaiian descent. Of course, both born in Hawaii. And yeah, Ohana is a word in Hawaiian for family, so it's why my father named it after that. The lake part, obviously, there was supposed to be a big, large lake development out here. The big lake never happened. Housing market crisis in '08, '09 didn't help. But there is one lake out here. It's about 36 acres. It is a private lake, but it is fully stocked to fish, and people can do anything non-wake on it as well. So
Nice. Okay. Okay. So they can get boats out there, and very nice. And it being a private lake, how would the general public access this lake?
you'd
and
have to
can
either
they?
befriend someone that lives here on the lake, or gain access through either Craig or myself. But it has to be accompanied by a homeowner or something. I hear most people are pretty friendly about it. A lot of people have friends that don't live here, obviously. So in the summertime, you see a fair amount of people out in the water. So.
Right. Yeah. So did you stock the lake?
Yeah,
Did you
yep,
guys-
yep. We
Okay.
various hatcheries around the area, and then
Great.
just kind of fishing on our own and putting our own stock of fish in there as well.
Okay. So what's in there? Bass, catfish, crappie.
Yeah, just kind of the run of the mill of everything. There's actually there's a few northern pike in there.
Okay.
He stocked actually full of walleye. Hatchery said the walleye would never spawn and stay alive, but it's been almost 20 years and they're still there. So
Wow.
I think they're making it. So.
Wow, that's great. Do you have to do any treatment or anything to that lake, or does it pretty much take care of
It
itself?
takes care. It's large enough and deep enough. It takes care of itself. We don't really treat too much of it.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of biologists come out and look at it, traded for certain types of pond weeds and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But really, at this stage in its life, you don't really have to do much. It takes care of itself.
Yeah,
So.
that's great. That's great. I love the fact that you do have that lake and that you're preserving natural resources that way, and feeding that lake and yeah, creating a place for recreation. So that's great.
Yeah, our family's large into the hunting, outdoor conservation world as it is. So it was kind of natural flow. It kind of works out into that pretty simple. So
You bet. So that brings us to your business in the back. Tell us about your business and the name of your business and what services and goods that you offer back there in behind this business.
yeah. So 11 and a half years ago, I started in the firearms business, firearms and sporting goods, and so just kind of divided a little storage room in the back there and walled it off and added some security measures to it, and went and applied for my license from the federal government, got it to be a fully licensed dealer of firearms and any sort of sporting goods and accoutrements sort of thing.
Okay. Are you carrying more than firearms? You're carrying bows and different things like that?
I can delve into archery. That was another former life of mine. Craig was in the archery business for a long time, so I used to know quite a bit about that, but I can get into it a little bit, but I usually recommend other people for that. Yeah, archery is something that's kind of gotten away from me in the recent years. It was something I did when I was much younger.
Right.
I'm definitely much more into firearms and that side of thing. And anything, and just like computers and anything else, things just evolve and change so fast, and guns and archery the same way. And if you don't keep up on it, well, you kind of fall in the dust. So.
Right. So you carry firearms for hunting and you carry firearms for home protection as well,
and
personal protection.
Sporting use. Yep, and sporting competition use, that sort of thing. Collectors, I have a fair amount of that as well. So yeah, it just kind of covers all the bases and all the gamuts of that. So.
Great. Great. That's great. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you have that to offer the community.
Yeah, it's another side of it as well, as I like to support a lot of the local and even higher than that nonprofits and organizations. I donate a lot of firearms to just on the local level here. I've done the Glenwood Fire Department. I've done the Mills County Canine Unit, Glenwood Police Department, Glenwood Lions Club, and then get a little larger than that, the Ducks Unlimited chapters and your Pheasants Forever chapters. And then even on state level and national level, I've done some stuff for just donate firearms and to fundraise for money. A lot of local causes, people who somebody's find themselves in a hard time, medical bills, that sort of thing. Firearms are an easy way to raise money really quickly. So
Okay, that's great. And if anybody who's looking for a firearm, looking to do business with a philanthropic mindset, that would be Kyle Nakamoto, and the name of your business is?
Straight Shooter Armor. I forgot to say that part in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, do you have a website that people can?
I don't anymore. I've kind of delved off of. I've kind of gone the opposite direction. A lot of people. I don't do social media much anymore.
Okay.
Facebook especially, Facebook, Instagram was very against like firearms and that sort
Oh,
of
I
thing.
see.
So I was kind of constantly always in what they call Facebook jail.
Oh,
So for posting anything, even just a
Okay.
business post. So
Yeah,
I kind of got off that. So word of mouth actually has done me very, very well.
Yeah.
And again, I think because I'm already out there enough doing a lot of the community side of things, my name gets thrown around a lot. So that
Great.
doesn't hurt. I
Yeah.
can't get much bigger without hiring a lot more help or expanding at this point. So I'm
Right.
about as big as I need to be or can be, I suppose, at this point. So
I guess you are, because you're stocked to the gills back there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of variation of product right there on site.
Yep.
So-
Yeah, the firearms themselves, the handguns, the long guns, the ammunition,
Yeah.
and then all the accessories and everything else that goes with it, storage cases, safes, all of that. So I mean, yeah, it fills up a small room pretty quick. so.
Right. Well, let's talk about safety. Let's talk about
Sure.
what measures that you go to help promote safety.
Oh, well, and are you speaking more or less on the business side, or are you talking about more like personal
Speaking
safety?
of with gun safety in the home, like a home.
Oh, okay, sure.
Just gun safety in general.
So number one question I always get from especially new gun owners and that sort of thing is, what's the best firearm for me? Or what's the best gun for my home protection? And I said, well, there's not an easy answer. There's not a one size fits all answer for that. That is not something that, unless you're going to a big box store and they're just trying to make you a sale, that there's not a good answer. And it's not an easy answer. I said the best way to figure that out is truly you have to get out there and shoot some guns. You have to go with some people that have some knowledge, maybe get to a firing range, maybe rent a gun, see if you like it, see if you try it, put something in your hands, has to fit you well. Truly, a lot of people, I think, that buy guns for home protection never want to use them. You don't want to use them if you don't have to.
Absolutely not.
But you do need to have the right training and stuff like that. I do partner with a couple of people that are retired law enforcement, military that do some training. I personally don't. I'm not knowledgeable enough in that. I can tell all the right buzzwords, but I've taken the courses many a time with these guys, and they know what they're talking about. They've been in the field, especially like law enforcement, military. They've been doing it, some of them 30, 40 years. So
Right.
They're the proper people to be learning these sort of things from. And again, it's also kind of supporting local. They're people that are here, right here in the community that people wouldn't know about.
Those range masters.
Yep, yep, things like that. And so I refer a lot of people onto those sorts of people, or there you can go bigger. Obviously, there are some bigger ranges in Council Bluffs and Omaha that offer some training too. They just tend to get kind of expensive, and it's kind of out of the way. So, but yeah, the protection side of stuff for the home it's a very difficult question to answer. I do recommend that in the day and age that we live in, everybody have something, even if it's not a firearm. Have some pepper spray in the house, have, something, and always having a plan, for you and your family to keep them safe and go over it, just as simply as, if you don't feel comfortable with a firearm, make sure you know how to get out of your home if something were to happen and get as far away from it, get you and your loved ones out. Things can always get replaced.
Right,
But
exactly.
people and stuff, lives is what matters.
Right, exactly. I think it's really important that you touched on that, because I think sometimes there's some misnomers about gun owners and different things, but really you're protecting your life. You're protecting the lives of your family members and your loved ones. You're not protecting your stuff. I mean, you have every right constitutionally
Sure.
to protect your property, but for the most part, when it comes right down to it, it's going to be because your life is threatened,
Yep.
right? So, we gun owners are not out here touting,
Nope. And then that's another, like you said, that's
Right.
a misnomer about gun owners is that they're willing to go out there and just, pop off every moment. No,
Yeah.
99.9% of gun owners, they just want to keep to themselves. They like their firearms. They like going hunting. They like shooting on the weekends. They like what I call trigger therapy and that sort of thing. But yeah, no, when it comes to home protection, it's the peace of mind knowing that if they have to use it, at least they have it.
Yeah.
It's a common theme. My father always told me, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good statement. Well, Kyle, I'm really thankful that you took the time to
Yep.
sit and visit with
Absolutely.
me today. I really appreciate it. If there's anything else that you want to get out there about the business, what would it be? What would you tell people?
Up here, a lot of people look at the back room as just, a bar, and it's really not. It's more of a community feel up here. Offering the full range of food for lunch and dinner. A lot of people still don't even know about our Sunday night steak dinner. We offer that every Sunday right now. Luckily, we've been able to keep the price low at $12, and we do that every Sunday.
Wow.
Cook steak dinners, and it comes with all the sides and everything.
You can't even buy the steak at the store for $12.
Yeah, and just like a lot of the little things up here. Craig sells a lot of, he kind of call it his own little meat market. Time to time, he'll come into a good deal for some steaks and that sort of thing, and we'll package them up and offer a take-it-home meal kind of thing, cook at home, steak and lobster, steak and shrimp, that sort of thing. Special events and stuff up here, all your holidays and everything like that. We try and offer something up for a specialty dinner. And the other thing we always, something we're real proud of here at the bar itself is we've never closed in all the years we've been open, other than maybe save for COVID. We're open Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, all of that. We try and offer that open just because a lot of people don't have places to go for that time of year. And,
wow.
And even if you do, maybe you need to escape your family for a couple hours and get away and get your thoughts out, and that's fine. And so, we kind of delve into a little bit of everything here. So, it's off the beaten path a little bit, but I'll encourage people to come out and check us out. Most people, once they've been here once and say, wow, I've never been there, and they said, we'll definitely be back, especially
Definitely.
the things to look at on the wall. Ever changing here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some film of all of the wildlife on the walls in here today too before we get out of here. But I want to say that when you walk in the door, it is Ohana. You feel like it is family. I've been here multiple times. I've been here for potlucks on a Sunday morning when everybody brings in food, set up a buffet, and everybody just communes and eats like a family, and it's great. And I've been here for parties outside with live music out back. There's a big area out there where people can enjoy the nice weather and live music. I've enjoyed that here. I've enjoyed just coming in and sitting at the bar and visiting with the customers. Good people.
Yep.
You never see a problem here.
Nope.
You don't see a problem. People are here to commune and visit, and it's kind of a well-kept secret. It's known, but it's kind of a well-kept secret here in rural Mills County. But I know you guys do a really good business, but there are a lot of people who don't know about it or might not have thought of coming out. But it's wonderful, and we're back here in this room. How big is this party room, Kyle?
This is a 40 by 40, so
okay, yeah,
it's a pretty good sized room. It'll seat 75. So.
Okay, so you rent this out?
Yep, a lot of birthday parties. Graduation is probably our number one, what we rent this out for.
Okay.
During that May-ish, June-ish time of year. We do wedding receptions, smaller ones obviously, baby showers, anniversaries, work parties, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it is reminiscent of Bass Pro Shop back here, I'll say. But
it's a little smaller, but yeah.
Yeah, a little smaller, but just as much variety of wildlife on the wall, I think.
Yeah, I probably be willing to venture probably the variety is probably a lot more than you would see at a Bass Pro or something else. So, yep.
Yeah, so we'll pan around, so everybody will get a chance to look at this because it is quite impressive. Kyle, again, thank you. I've enjoyed visiting with you, and I'll be back to visit with you back in Straight Shooter one of these days. I'm
Sounds
sure
good.
I'll be.
Maybe we'll expand by then. Who knows?
Yeah,
We'll see.
who knows? All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you again.
All right. You've been watching Mills County Roots. Thank you for joining us. We're here every day, Monday through Friday. Thank you.